Dear students, in continuation with the what I started last week, phylum Arthropoda, one of the very successful animal group of animal kingdom, let us understand more about the salient features of phylum Arthropoda in this video. Phylum Arthropoda is highly evolved proteostome animals with the jointed legs. You can able to see this is the typical the character from which the phylum is named. Arthro means jointed and poda means legs. Then you will see the metamerical segmentation, body is metamerically segmented, and eucoelomate animals. We have already discussed about the metamerical segmentation, then the paired jointed appendages, and about chitinous exoskeleton and cephalization, which made them very successful among animal kingdom. Let us concentrate on other characters of this arthropoda, mainly the digestive system, circulatory system, body cavity, nervous system, muscular system, excretion, respiration, sensory organs, fertilization and development. Digestive system in arthropoda is complete. Complete means it consists all components, starts with the mouth, then buccal cavity, then esophagus, stomach, intestine, then the rectum, anus, all parts. You will able to see here an example from cockroach you have studied in your PU classes. So it starts with the mouth and you will see the salivary glands, then esophagus, crop, then proventriculus, gizzard and all these structures, the intestine, then the midgut and hindgut and the anus, all the parts you will be able to see. So it is a tubular alimentary canal, mouth, salivary gland and anus, all other parts you will, that is what complete digestive system. Whereas if you see in the case of hydra, incomplete digestive system, because the mouth is the single opening for both ingestion of the food and the egestion of the undigested food. So that's why this is complete digestive system. Then coming to the respiratory system, respiration by means of gills in aquatic forms like prawns, shrimps. So where you will find here in this picture, you will find, so the gills are present for respiration and they are similar what you see in other fishes. Then in the terrestrial arthropods like insects, they respire through tracheal system. This is an unusual system you will find only in arthropoda, that is in insects. You will see the how exactly our the nostrils taking the air to our windpipe, then to the lungs, where in the lungs the oxygen is absorbed by the blood. But here the air tubes, the branched air tubes travel all over the body. You will able to see here the branched tube blue in color, and this is called tracheal system. Then modified gills, that is called book lungs in the case of arachnida, scorpions and spiders. You will find these are the modified gills. So more about this I will talk later. Then coming to the body cavity, this is called hemocoel, where you can see it is also called blood cavity or the coelom. What you see here, the hemocoel, this is the one. So hemocoel, body cavity, which is filled with hemolymph, that is the blood. So the blood is occupied inside the hemocoel, and blood contains respiratory pigment is hemocyanin. That's why it is purplish bluish color blood. This is in the case of the crab. You will able to see the bluish color of the blood. And hemocyanin is a copper containing respiratory pigment, and it is not as good as hemoglobin. Hemoglobin carries can combine with the 4 molecules of oxygen, whereas hemocyanin only 2 molecules of oxygen. So this hemocyanin in many of the forms is the respiratory pigment. It forms oxyhemocyanin once it combines with the oxygen. Next, circulatory system. Circulatory system is open type. So far you have studied in human and all, it is a closed type. Blood never oozes into the body cavity. It is always present inside the closed vessels and also circulate from the heart to the arteries, arterioles, then to the capillaries, then back to the heart through the venules, the veins, and vena cava back to the heart. So all these you have studied already. Here you will find heart and arteries, veins, but capillaries are absent. So from the here this is the you will find there is a schematic diagram. So from the heart, the arteries, you will see the arteries are releasing the blood into the body cavity where the hemocoel. So the hemolymph or the blood is present in the body cavity. Then you will find it is taken to the heart again through the hemolymph in the from the surrounding organs will be taken, absorbed by the heart. So this is what you can see. The heart is placed dorsally, dorsal heart, and you can see the blood is occupied in the body cavity. So capillaries are absent. All tissues and the cells are bathed by the blood. So that is the main difference between open and closed circulatory system. In Arthropoda, it is open circulatory system. Then coming to the nervous system, you will find this is typical invertebrate type of nervous system. So what exactly the typical invertebrate nervous system means? It is the ventral nerve cord you will able to see, and you will see the brain, or else it is located above the esophagus, supraesophageal ganglion, or else you will find this is brain or cerebral ganglia. So then from the cerebral ganglia, the 2 nerve cord, double ventral nerve cord, it runs ventrally all in the ventral midline up to the end of the posterior end. So this is a ventral nerve cord, and in each segment there is a segmental ganglion you will able to see, and through the segmental ganglia the nerves you will see they control the each segment muscular movement and other activities. So this is what you can see, the typical invertebrate type of nervous system. You will see the ganglionated ventral nerve cord. Then coming to the excretion by Malpighian tubules, what you have studied in the case of cockroach and the many insect, you will see Malpighian tubules. So these are the tubules you will able to see around the midgut. These many tubules you will able to see like this. So these tubules, they absorb the nitrogenous waste that is present in the hemocoel, and adding or the waste will be released to the lumen of the midgut. So these are the absorptive Malpighian tubules what you see. So they absorb the waste materials, excess salt, water and nitrogenous waste that is present in the blood. Blood is present in the hemocoel. So that absorbed and they excreted to the midgut. This is Malpighian tubule. Similar such mechanism you will find in case of aquatic forms, that is in the case of prawns. If this in the case of prawns, it is called coxal gland or green gland. Coxal gland because it is located in this coxa of the antenna. So that's why it is a coxal gland. So this releases in this, and this also the function similar to Malpighian tubule. So sensory organs. So arthropoda, you will able to see such a diverse form. So similarly, you will see the sensory organs also highly diverse in this group. So the main sensory organ is the eye. Eye may be simple eye, or else you will find a compound eye in the housefly. You will see this is the compound eye. This compound eye made out of many oculi. Simple eye made out of single ocellus, that means a single the lens. But in this one, you will find many lenses you will find, and each lens is connected with the it is called a photo receptor unit. It is called ommatidia. You will able to see ommatidia. So these repeating units, they are going to form this compound eye. So each of this unit is a separate visual receptor, so which gives a mosaic vision. That means the vision, the broad vision of overall vision of from all the direction. So it is also very good color vision. You will see they can able to differentiate colors, and in some cases even they can find out the UV ranges also. But what we cannot visualize the UV ranges, but they even they can visualize the UV ranges in the light. So that is the efficiency of the eye. Then other than that, you will find number of chemo and tactile receptors, bristles, or the hairs. You will able to find hairs on the antenna, and so many bristles. You will find antenna. All these are tactile receptors or touch receptors. Similarly, anal circi, you will find in the case of cockroach, you will see the anal circi. So this is also a touch receptor. Then you will find the antenna. Then one more is the one important one is statocyst. You will find in the aquatic forms. So this and also some land forms you will find. So these you will find in the shrimp here. So this near the base of the eye you will find the statocyst. This is something similar to the inner ear equilibrium balance, maintaining inner ear of a human, that type of organ you will find the statocyst. It helps in the balancing the with respect to the gravity. So that is what you will, and also it can able to sense the changes in the waves and the currents in the aquatic forums. So this is about the sensory system. Then coming to the reproduction, here sexes are separate and well marked sexual dimorphism, striking morphological differences between males and females. You will able to see here. This is in this beetle clearly. You will see the male, it is brown in color, and the female is also green in color, and see the differences in the size also. So that is the well marked sexual dimorphism. You will find sexual reproduction, and after fertilization the eggs are laid, and these eggs are centrolecithal egg, yolky eggs, where you can see the yolk is occupied in the central portion of the egg. That's why it is called a centrolecithal egg. The development here, either they may have direct development or is indirect development. Indirect development includes so many larval stages you may see in the case of butterfly. So many instar larva, pupa, and you will find ultimately the adult butterfly. So there is you will see the egg hatches into miniature of the adult, and it grows in size and become adult. So this is you will find in the silverfish. So this is a direct development. Most of the cases you will find indirect development having many larval stages. So there are more than 1 million species of arthropod. They are classified into 5 classes. Class Onychophora, represented by the peripatus. So this peripatus is a connecting link between phylum Annelida and Arthropoda. It is having more Arthropoda characters, that's why it is considered under Arthropoda. Then Myriapoda, many legs, centipede and millipede you will see. Then you will find the insecta. So you know the insects, they are bugs, flies, butterflies, moths, beetles, all these come under this insecta. Then the crustacea, shrimps, crabs, prawns, mealybugs, all these come under crustacea. Then another important class is arachnida, spiders, you will find. Then the scorpions, then ticks, mites, you know, the dust mite, spiders, you know, great varieties of spiders you will find, sea spiders, then horseshoe crab. So all these come under arachnida. So this graph represent the percentage of different groups of arthropoda. So you will able to find the diptera. The diptera are the fruit flies, house flies, mosquitoes. They form 23% of arthropoda. Then spiders, they form 19%. Then you will find coleoptera, beetles, and the bugs, they form 16%. Then the hymenoptera, honeybee, wasp, ants, all these, they form 15%. Then hemiptera, so the bugs, true bugs, they form 4%. Then you will find the cockroaches, they form 4%. So likewise you will find here all these majority, rest of this the arthropoda, they represent only the 4%. Mainly the arthropoda means the majority will be the insect, and next is in the rank is the spiders. The rest of them will form only 4 to 6%. So you will able to find all these forms, they are going to form these more than 85% of animal species on this earth, and rest of all the species of all the phyla, they are going to form 14 to 15%. Thereby you may imagine, so what is the success of this group? So they are present more than 500 million years, and they are still evolving, and every day they develop new characters, and it is very difficult to if we employ some pest control for the pests, majority insect pests, so they have that immediately there will be a group, or the group will evolve into a pest resistant. Likewise you can see, so they live on earth in overwhelming numbers and in all shapes, sizes you will able to see. Then they occupy almost all ecological niches. A small part of the ecosystem where you won't see this arthropoda, it is difficult for you to find the a arthropoda free ecosystem or micro ecosystem, micro habitat, like that you can see. What about why they have so successful? It is always keep thinking, and you will come to the conclusion at the end. They may be their exoskeleton or high rate of reproduction, or else short period of their lifespan, and the size also small, and all these accounts for their success. So this is about the classification and the general characters of Arthrophylum Arthropoda. Thank you.